I'm Jen and welcome back to Element Yoga. So today's sequence is for those preparing for a frozen embryo transfer. So our aim here will be to bring blood flow to the uterus, support your lining, and get your body ready for implantation. Now, just a note that this is not suitable if you've just been through an egg collection and you're about to have a fresh transfer. I do have a video for that as well, which I'll add a link to down below. Now, if you're new to fertility yoga, don't forget you can grab a copy of my free fertility yoga guide, which details all the ways that yoga can help you on your journey of trying to conceive. And I'll link that down below as well. If you have any questions, place them into the comments. Otherwise, let's begin. So we'll start our class standing. Now you will need one big pillow or yoga bolster, which we'll add in towards the end. Let's come to standing at the top of the mat. You want to have your feet about hip distance apart, somewhere that you feel nice and steady and grounded, nice and heavy through the feet. Let's unlock the knees, lift and spread those toes wide, and then place them back down. Good. Now feel the energy from the feet rising up through the body, lengthening into a nice tall standing spine. Give your shoulders a roll back and down. It's releasing any tension in that upper back or your neck. Do that once more. Good. And release. Just close your eyes here and we'll start with a few long, deep breaths. Take an inhale through the nose. And really slowly exhaling through the nose all the way out. And again, deep breath in. Slowly release. And one more like this. Deep breath in again. Slow release. Good. Now let's open the eyes. This time as you breathe in, reach your arms high above you. Bring your palms together. And then bring those hands down through your heart center. Fold your body forwards. Bend your knees and then round your body and come down. So you want to bend your knees to the point that you're resting and relaxing your chest onto your thighs. And just let your head drop down, crown of the head reaching to the floor. And then as you inhale, slowly rising yourself back to standing, arms above you. And we'll do that one more time. Exhale, hands through that center, folding forward. And then maybe if you can, wrap the hands behind the thighs. You're giving yourself a little hug. Again, just dropping the head down. And then release your arms, place your hands down onto the mat, stepping back to our first downward facing dog. And just finding a position here that feels comfortable for you. We'll start by walking out our feet and start nice and slowly. Think of pressing away from the mat with your shoulders nice and strong through the upper back. But as we do this, we try to keep the belly soft. Opening out tension down through the back of the legs, back of the hips. And then on the next one, pressing both heels down towards the floor. And just holding here for 3 deep breaths. Keep lengthening the spine as you keep dropping your heels down. One more breath. And then as you inhale, float your knees down onto the mat. And then let's untuck the feet and continue and lay yourself all the way down onto the floor. Bring the hands in front of you, one hand resting on top of the other, and just rest your head down onto your hands, relaxing shoulders. Take 3 deep belly breaths here, just feeling your abdominals, your belly expanding into the mat. Good, last breath. And then bring those elbows back beside you, palms down. As you inhale, lift to a half cobra. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale up. Release. And 1 more. Let's press all the way up back into our child's pose. Good. So here we want to keep the feet together. Your knees can be about hip distance apart. Bring the palms together into prayer. Stretch the arms away from you and drop your head down. Good. Now as you inhale, sitting up, reach your arms high. And then exhale, fold back down to child's pose. 2 more. Inhale, lift. And release it forward. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, and we'll hold here for a breath, resting the middle of the forehead down onto the mat. And as you inhale, make your way up to all fours, kneeling into our cat-cow. As you inhale, lift your chest and tailbone. Exhale, round the spine, press up, draw the ribs in. Let's continue flowing at your own pace here, working with your breath. 2 more. Exhale up. Good, last one. And then making your way back to center, walk the hands slightly in front, back to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips high, and just pressing the heels straight down this time. Again, letting the belly be soft, but keep creating space between your shoulders and your ears. 2 more breaths, hold it here. And then again, we bend our knees down. If you need to, walk the hands forward, floating down onto the belly. And release. Place the hands underneath your forehead, rest the head. 2 breaths here. Really letting your abdominals expand to the floor, shoulders staying down. And then place the palms beside you. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more cobra. Inhale. Exhale. And then 1 more, pressing all the way up, back into your child's pose. Again, bring the palms together, rest the head down. Now as we inhale, sitting up tall, reach arms high. Fold back down. And just 2 more like this. Good, inhale. Exhale, fold. Good, last one. Hold this one down, 2 long breaths, resting the middle of the forehead to the mat. And then inhale, make your way back to all fours, back into our cat-cow. Inhale, lifting chest. Exhale, round the spine. And just continue here, working with your breath at your own pace. And last one. Back to center. Now back into our downward facing dog, walking the hands forward. Tuck the toes and then lifting up again, finding that feeling of pressing the heels down to create that stretch and release in the back of the body. Reminder again that the belly is soft. See if you can press your chest just a little closer towards the thighs. Good, last breath here. And then gently look towards your fingertips. I'm going to walk towards the top of the mat, so you can bend your knees a little if you need to. Coming forwards and back into that forward fold, resting the chest onto the thighs, head down. And then slowly, as you inhale, come up to standing. Take your time here. Reach your arms above you. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center and just hold here for a breath. And just taking a moment to quickly check in with your body, how you're feeling. And starting to feel a bit more energy and warmth running through your system now. Good. Open your eyes as we come into our chair pose. Release your arms. As you inhale, reach to the ceiling, sit your hips back, and then bend the knees, coming down like we're sitting on a low chair. Good. Feel the weight back into the heels and just check your knees are pointing straight ahead. They're not rolling inwards. Good. Strong through the legs. Let's go a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Fold forward. Straight legs. Release the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale back to chair pose. Sweep your arms up and then sit those hips back down and hold. That's it. Good. Now bring your hands down into prayer. Hold them at heart center. I'm going to twist over to the right side. So draw that left elbow over towards your right thigh and just hold it here. Keep pressing the palms together. Seeing if we can sit a little deeper. Take a breath in. Exhale, release to center and forward fold. Well done. Now let's step our left leg back into a low lunge. So drop the knee to the mat. When you're ready, bring your body upright. Sweep the arms forward and just press into the hips, opening out through that back hip release. And bring the arms down. Two more. Inhale, sweep forward, lift up. Exhale down. One more of these. Good. Now holding wherever you can in this stretch. Good. Bring the hands back to heart center and just like we did before, rotate. So bringing the elbow over to the opposite thigh. That's it. Now as we inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale again, let's twist. One more. Inhale up. And exhale, twist. And then reach up, deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands to the floor, coming up onto your fingertips. Now lift your back knee. The back foot will need to move in just a little bit closer. Find a place here where you can get that back heel down onto the floor. Now ideally here both legs are completely straight, but if you're feeling a little tight in the back of the legs, please feel free to soften that front leg, front knee as much as you need. So staying here, resting on the fingertips. Good. As you breathe in, we reach our right arm to the ceiling and we add a twist coming up. Inhale, release down. So strong legs in this pyramid pose as we reach the arm. Release. One more, we add a hold. Inhale, come up. Stay here. 3 breaths. And 2. Twisting just a little bit more. Last breath. And releasing down. Step the back foot forward to meet the front one. Come back into your forward fold, chest resting on the thighs. Drop the head. Inhale, rise to standing, arms above you. Exhale, hands to prayer, fold forward. And then rolling down. Inhale, rise back to standing. Exhale, hands to press. Stay here for a moment. Release the arms, ready for chair pose. Repeating now, inhale, arms up. Sit those hips back, weight into the heels. Seeing if we can sink just a little bit lower than we did before. Inhale, hold. Good. Exhale, let's go forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, release down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Just 1 more here. And down. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, sitting back down into chair pose. Once again, find that position. Hold that feeling of steadiness. Get grounded through the feet. And then bring the hands to your heart center. And now let's twist around to the other side. So you're bringing that right elbow across to the opposite thigh. And just twist as much as you feel comfortable here. Maybe rotating the head a little bit, looking up towards the ceiling. Deep belly breaths, holding 2. Holding 1 more breath. And then forward fold, reach your arms back down and release. Well done. Now let's step our right leg back behind us, coming down into your low lunge, resting the knee onto the mat. When you're ready, lift your body high. Inhale, sweep the arms up, push your hips forward. And release. 2 more. Good. Inhale. Such a good stretch for opening out tension in the front of the hips. Good. Last one. Now just hold this here. Good. Let's bring our hands back to our heart center. Inhale. Now let's twist over to the other side. So you're letting that right elbow rest on the thigh if possible. Good. Inhale. Reach up. Centering the body. 2 more. Exhale. Twist. Good. Last one here. Hold this one just for a moment. And then release back to center. Well done. Now place the fingertips just down, framing the foot in front of you. Lift the back knee up. Now you'll need to walk that back leg in just a little bit closer. Aiming to get the back heel down and both legs straight. But remember, you can always soften the front knee if you need. All right, from here, take your time as you inhale, sweep your left arm up and twist, looking to the ceiling. Exhale, lower, release to the front. We'll do 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. That's it. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And then step the back foot forwards. Bring those feet back to our starting position here. Good. Bend the knees, let the chest fold over those legs in front of you. Once again, seeing if you can give yourself a little hug, wrap the arms behind the legs. And then release your hands to the floor. Slowly take your time. Inhale to rise up to standing. Reach your arms above your head, and then exhale, bring them back to heart center. And just hold here for a breath or 2. Noticing how your body feels. With each long, deep breath, try and slow your heart rate down just a little more. And now when you're ready, open your eyes, release your arms. Good, we'll make our way down onto the mat. Now collect your pillow or bolster. We'll place it at one end of the mat. And then we turn around so we're facing away from it. Having our knees about hip distance apart, we gently sit back onto the heels. Take your hands behind you, rest them on to that pillow. You can turn your fingertips forward so they're facing towards the hips. We're coming into a modified camel pose here. Let's open out and lift the shoulders and chest to start. And then as you inhale, lift those hips up, open the chest, opening out through the front of the body. And then exhale, release back down. We'll do 2 more of those. Inhale to come up. And exhale, release. Good. 1 more. Let's hold here for a couple of breaths. Again, just softening the belly, pressing through the back of the hips. So aiming to open out through the front of the shoulders, the chest, as much as possible. If you feel comfortable, you may even want to drop the head back. Holding here, 1 more breath. And then bring the head forward, release the hips down. Walk your hands out in front. Just come into child's pose here. Drop the head to the mat. And slowly roll yourself back to sitting. Good. Now, so let's turn around to face the bolster. So we'll come into our crocodile pose here. What I want you to do is bring the bolster in as close towards the fold of your hips as you can get it. We walk the hands forward and we're coming down to laying on our belly. Now, we want the edge of that bolster to be right in the crease of your hips. So just play around with it until you have found that position. Let the legs relax wherever they feel comfortable and just walk forward, letting the chest rest on the mat. Fold the palms one on top of the other and then just rest your head down. Relax your shoulders, relax your legs. And so we're not here for too long. And every time you breathe, I just want you to feel your belly expand. Every time you exhale, see if you can soften and let go of more tension. And let's take 1 more deep breath here. And then just slowly coming out of this, use your arms to gently press you back to sitting. We can move our bolster out of the way. And then just come into a comfortable seat. So whether that's with crossed legs, kneeling, legs out in front, whatever you prefer to do. Good. So sitting up straight and tall, rest your hands onto your knees, roll your shoulders back. Let's lengthen the spine. When you're ready, you can bring your hands to your low belly. Sending all of your loving thoughts, all of your wishes down to your womb. Slowly lift your hands up to your heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.